Well, it's sort of a Scooby-Doo tradition in its later years to have celebrity guests come along for the mystery or be involved in the mystery.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 actors we forgot cameoed in Scooby-Doo movies and TV shows.
You know, Sam and I are actually mystery solvers too. Mind if we tag along?
That sounds like a swell idea. In fact, I think it's high time we hit the road.
For this list, we'll be solving the mystery of the most famous faces you might not remember, joining those meddling kids in their adventures. Who were your favourite Scooby-Doo guest stars? Unmask them in the comments below. Number 10, WWE wrestlers. Scooby-Doo WrestleMania Mystery and Scooby-Doo and WWE Curse of the Speed Demon. Live action or animated, anyone who's anyone wants to turn in the Mystery Machine, and WWE players are no exception.
You want an all-expense-paid trip to WWE City!
There were so many superstars when they heard about the project who wanted to be in the movie.
In 2014, several notable wrestlers, including John Cena, The Miz, AJ Lee, and Triple H, among others, joined Scooby and the gang to solve a mystery at WrestleMania. It's a fun and spirited episode. Plus, hearing these wrestlers voice their characters is an absolute joy.
You can't see me!
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, Cena's vintage 5-knuckle shuffle.
Several even returned for the 2016 sequel, joined by some new WrestleMania voices.
You're the two that vanquished the Ghost Bear.
Undertaker! Scared, excited, same time, brain confused.
Skinny Man and Dead Meat, right?
In this one, everyone's preparing for an off-road race, only for a ghostly vehicle to steer things off course. It's a creative way to incorporate WWE wrestlers, and we loved every moment. Number 9, Pamela Anderson, Scooby-Doo. The actress and model traded in the beaches from Baywatch for the Mystery Machine in the 2002 live-action flick. She plays herself and calls on the gang when the Luna Ghost haunts her toy factory.
Well, I have a really difficult role. I play Pamela Anderson, so I'm trying really hard. It's a stretch.
The celeb crashes onto the scene in the famous vehicle after the culprit's caught and hugs Fred in gratitude. As always, the creepy janitor did it, and his motives are even more disturbing.
Oh man, Smithers! The creepy janitor?
Smithers wanted revenge after you refused to go out with him.
How could you, Pamela? I am a lover boy of George Clooney in proportions.
It's a brief cameo that leaves us with several questions, such as, does Pamela Anderson own a toy factory IRL? And why does Pamela Anderson own a toy factory in the movie?
Thank you so much for saving the factory.
Cam, any comments for us?
This is a victory for any celebrity who wants to make a quality, ecologically friendly action figure.
She doesn't stick around for long, which is why you might not have remembered that she appeared in this film at all. Number 8, Wanda Sykes, Scooby-Doo and Guess Who. You'll know Sykes as a stand-up comedian, writer, and actress.
My son, he really wanted a snake for Christmas, and I was like, hell no.
It's not exactly cuddly.
It's not a snake, yeah, and I told him, you're not going to be that kind of kid.
But as of 2019, she can also add mystery solver to her impressive resume. In this episode, the comedian's helping out with pet adoption when a wild monster egg hatches in the store.
Man, you are ugly. Put poor Mr. Peebles down right now. What did I just say?
Now it's up to her and the gang to save the shop, the animals, and themselves. We love how this episode introduces young audiences to the dry and hilarious wit of Wanda Sykes.
You crazy kids do this whole monster thing on a regular basis, and you're still alive? Ooh, this is not for me.
You'll get used to it. Scoob and I are professional cowards.
As for those of us who are already fans, it was a delight seeing her bring her unique brand of humour to the Scooby-verse. It's a shame she doesn't adopt Scooby, because that's a spin-off we'd pay good money to see. Number 7, Jodie Foster, the new Scooby-Doo movies. Foster's best known for films like Bugsy Malone, Taxi Driver, and The Silence of the Lambs. But unlike most of the other entries on our list, this actress didn't make her Scooby-Doo cameo as herself.
Are you sure it's Pugsley?
Either that or an oddly shaped hourglass.
You're right, darling. It is Pugsley. How clever of you to remember him, Tish.
Well, it's only been 3 days.
In the 70s, an 11-year-old Foster voiced Pugsley Adams from everyone's favourite mysterious, spooky and altogether ooky animated family.
I'm Gomez.
And I'm Morticia.
Lurch.
And I'm Wednesday. And I'm Pugsley.
She reprised the role in a crossover episode called Wednesday is Missing that saw the gang house-sit the kooky family's creepy abode.
The table! It's levitating!
It always does that when you bang it.
It thinks it's spirit rapping.
Only as the episode's title suggests, Wednesday goes missing, and it's up to Scooby and the crew to find her.
Wednesday! She's gone! Someone left a note.
Let's see what it says. Adams family. This is a warning. Clear out now. Signed, the Vulture.
Foster might have played a secondary role here, but it was the perfect mashup. Is it too late for a sequel?
Are you sure you won't stay on as housekeepers?
You can have the best tomb in the house.
I don't think my heart can take it.
Number 6, Sam and Dean Winchester, Supernatural. In another twist that deviates from our other entries, this episode united Supernatural's Winchester brothers with the iconic gang for a Scooby-Natural crossover. The brothers get sucked through the television and find themselves in the Scooby-Doo Where Are You series, much to Dean's excitement.
Oh my god.
That's
That's the Mystery Machine. We're not just in any cartoon.
We're in Scooby-Doo.
They're both mystery solvers, so it's a pretty genius team-up when you think about it.
Just think about it. We do the same thing. We go to spooky places, we solve mysteries, we fight ghosts.
Yeah, except our ghosts don't wear masks, and we don't have a talking dog.
The 7 of them work together to figure out what real ghostly being is causing havoc this time. It was brilliantly thought out with so many callbacks, sly nods, and clever blending of both shows' signature tones.
I'm not totally following you.
Look, that isn't a guy in a mask and a costume. It's a vengeful spirit that's come back from the dead.
Plus, watching Dean fawn over the mystery-solving teens is always a bonus. It was met with critical acclaim and quickly became a fan-favourite episode of both franchises.
Would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those meddling kids.
Ooh, he said it. He said the line. Scooby-Doo.
Number 5, Dick Van Dyke, the new Scooby-Doo movies. With titles like Mary Poppins, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and The Dick Van Dyke Show, this actor was very much a household name in the 70s.
Round the chimney!
So we can't think of a better person to send the Scooby-Doo movies off on its final episode.
See the ape man who looks like an ape. See the bird who looks like a fish.
That ticket taker looks like Dick Van Dyke.
See the ticket taker who looks just like Dick Van Dyke.
He played himself as a carnival owner who joins forces with the gang after all his staff quits when the attraction becomes haunted. Even with only his voice acting, we get to enjoy Van Dyke's full range of talent.
I guess it takes care of everything. Wait a minute. I forgot about the barker. We need a barker. That's me. You, Scooby? What do you know about barking? Plenty.
He's one of those guest stars appreciated by all generations, whether you grew up on Mary Poppins or Night at the Museum. Number 4, Weird Al Yankovic, Scooby-Doo and Guess Who. As you'd expect from a Weird Al cameo, things got a little, well, weird. While driving through the mountains, the gang stumbles across the comedic musician's accordion camp, but everyone's fleeing due to a rumoured dinosaur on the loose.
Okay, here's a tip you should never ignore. It's a bad idea to taunt a dinosaur. He's coming my way, home feet hit the floor. Thinking it's time I run for the door.
Only when Weird Al's around can you expect a dinosaur chase to be accompanied by joyful, upbeat music. If that isn't strange enough, how about the time he cameoed alongside both Scooby-Doo and Batman in one of the most absurd and unexpected crossovers of all time?
Scooby-Doo, Batman, and Weird Al! It's the holy trinity of pop culture!
Yep, that happened. We don't know how to explain this, but Yankovic seems tailor-made for an animated crossover.
I never thought that this would be my fate, being delicious Weird Al dinosaur bait.
According to us, you should check out his cameos. Number 3, Matthew Lillard, Looney Tunes Back in Action. In one of the most meta crossovers probably ever, we get a glimpse of Shaggy and Scooby when the cameras aren't rolling. Sat in what seems like a restaurant populated by Warner Brothers characters, the duo provides some feedback to Matthew Lillard, and it's nothing short of constructive.
What kind of performance do you call that? You made me sound like a total space cadet, man!
I'm sorry you feel that way. I was trying to be real to your character.
Lillard is best known for films like Serial Mom, Hackers, and Scream. Oh, and you know what else? Shaggy.
Oh, we don't go near any place with spooky, haunted, forbidden, or creepy in the name.
Well, hydrochloric?
Right, or hydrochloric, but that's for a whole different reason, man.
He plays the iconic character in the live-action movies and is actually his current voice in animation. Watching the actor face off with his cartoon counterpart and his canine best friend is hilarious. Since this was before the live-action sequel, we would have loved to see if Shaggy had any additional notes after the second film.
If you like goof on me in the sequel, I'm coming after you.
Yeah, and I'll give you a Scooby smack.
Number 2, Steve Urkel, Scooby-Doo and Guess Who. Julia White is best known for playing the quirky Steve Urkel on the popular 90s sitcom Family Matters. Incidentally, Urkel was meant to be a one-episode only character, but he was such a hit that he became a series regular.
That hope is enough to get me out of bed every morning into my Scooby-Doo slippers.
I hear you, kid.
The character's popularity has clearly withstood the test of time, landing him a guest spot in a Scooby-Doo episode of a whopping 30 years after his debut.
Name's Stephen Quincy Urkel, but you can call me Urkel. Or Urkelino, the Urkmeister, or the Urkel-Doodle-Doo, or my personal favorite, her Urkelese.
Playing a teenage Urkel, White joins forces with the gang to find the Urkel bot, who's being controlled by a technomancer. It's a pretty eventful episode and thoroughly entertaining.
This can't be happening!
Did you know that the roundest knight at King Arthur's table was Circumference because he ate too much pie?
Although we're not convinced that young Scooby-Doo fans even understood why this cameo matters. Did we Scooby-Dooby-Doo that?
Scooby, look what you did.
Did I do that?
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Kiss. Scooby-Doo and Kiss Rock and Roll Mystery. The musicians rock and rolled all night with Scooby and the gang. Penn and Teller. Scooby-Doo and Guess Who. The gang joined the magical duo for a spooktacular night at a haunted hotel.
Sorry, Teller. Turning the mustache on an angry amateur magician / demolition boss into a butterfly? I've seen it a million times.
Simon Cowell. Scoob. Even when animated, this poker-faced judge is brutally honest.
And watch as I dive in!
Congratulations, gentlemen. You are terrible.
How does he do that? See, he's mean, but he makes it fun.
The Harlem Globetrotters. The new Scooby-Doo movies. This unexpected crossover was a slam dunk.
Hey, fellas, look who dropped in on us. Scooby-Doo and his pals.
It's our friends, the famous Harlem Globetrotters.
How you doing?
Hi,
guys. Sia, Scooby-Doo and Guess Who. The Singers episode was just the greatest.
We have rules in this house. Much better.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Sonny and Cher, the new Scooby-Doo movies. If these cameos come as a surprise, don't worry, we got you, babe.
Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
In the 70s, Sonny and Cher were hosting a variety show that gave their music a boost in popularity. In a guest spot likely aimed at older viewers, the honeymooning couple heads to a beach resort which, surprise, surprise, turns out to be haunted.
Where are the other guests?
Ain't any other guests. You're the only ones to brave it.
Brave it?
Brave what?
Luckily, they've befriended the right group of mystery-solving teens to help them get to the bottom of it. While kids might not have appreciated it, we still love the incredible fashion, dry humour, and endearing chemistry the pair brought to the episode.
You're so uptight that if you stood in a draft, you'd twang.
Well, don't worry. Nothing's gonna happen to you while I'm around.
I know. Seems like a terrible waste of a honeymoon.
There are fewer duos more iconic than Shaggy and Scooby, but Cher and Sunny are definitely up there.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.